So this turns out to be our most unique episode because we start off at a comic convention. Oh, wait, no, that's not what I want to say. We start off at a convention. We start off, I'm going to say exactly what we start off as. So this ends up being our most unique episode because we start off at the Palcon 2 and we end up at East Side Mags. You'll see why in this episode, why we ended up going to East Side Mags. Let's get it started.
Yeah.
Day Comic-Con Palooza continues. We are in Parsippany, New Jersey at Palcon. It is packed.
It's crowded.
We had to park far away, so let's see what's going on.
Yeah. Free Mets tickets here.
Free. Brian, it's a sting operation. Come and get you. So, it wasn't a sting operation.
But we thought it might be when we saw the PAL building.
We certainly did. But it was a toy show, not a comic book show.
Okay, so don't get us wrong. We enjoyed it. We saw some great toys we have never seen and others that we've forgotten about.
But come on. We were looking for comic books. That's our passion.
Stay tuned to see if we find any, and also to hear about our detour after the show.
First, let's talk about Palcon. Like we said, lots of toys. There were old stuff, new stuff. It was completely packed. Yeah. We had to park in an auxiliary lot. That's how crowded it was.
It was very crowded.
There was also Pokemon cards. Again, check last week's Woodbridge show, where we got terrified because all it almost was Pokemon cards.
Are you scared of the new stuff?
I'm scared of Pokemon cards. You don't know how much that scared me last week. There was a lot of Funko Pops. There was a whole assortment of new and old toys.
The amount of Funko Pops was staggering.
It was like walls
staggering
of Funko Pops.
Yeah.
They had vintage Star Wars figures plus these cool Stormtrooper sneakers.
Yes,
those
are cool. I like those.
I don't know how much they were, but they were cool. They had a lot of Marvel Legends loose.
Yes, they did. And actually, I saw a couple I've never seen before.
Me too.
For instance, the Goblin Queen, the Madeline Pryor X-Men '97 figure. Yeah, which I actually really liked.
There was a bunch we've never seen before. I think there's just so many Marvel Legends figures. Yeah. It's definitely the most encompassing of any line of Marvel action figures they've ever done.
With with Marvel figures, absolutely.
It's like, because growing up as a kid, we had Secret Wars and we had Mego, and lines were very limited. Actually, very disappointed that this show didn't have any Mego.
There were no Mego figures.
There was no Justice League Unlimited figures, which I looked for. There was no Secret Wars figures. There was no Superpowers figures. It was a lot more modern stuff. Yeah. Than we're used to. But they did have Doctor Who, which we never see. Right. They had some figures, and they had a box of cards. I've never seen the box of cards before. I looked afterwards online. They sell for a lot of money. Yeah. They're like $300 a box.
There were a few things there that I thought were kind of like unique and cool that I don't usually see. Like, there was this Dark Knight Returns figure with Batman on the horse. There was the Breakfast Club picture with the autographs.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I've never seen anything like
and
that.
We didn't get a price on that, right? It wasn't priced.
No, that was not priced.
So if you don't know what the Breakfast Club is, it's an important movie that shaped the lives of people our age.
Yeah,
it was all of the big young stars at the time in one movie.
The quote-unquote Brat Pack.
There you go, the Brat Pack. Yeah. If you've never seen it, I recommend
highly recommend it.
We got detention back in the day, and this was how detention worked sometimes. So
got you for 2 months.
2 months. There you go. Don't be the bull. There you go. So we did see some cool old stuff. They had a Shogun Warrior that was really cool. Brian came this close to buying Food Fighters.
Oh, those are so expensive.
$75 a piece loose. Listen, this convention had tons of great toys. The vendors there, the vendor tables were like $110, so the vendors easily could make money at this. Yeah. It was mostly toys, and we shop for comic books. Listen, we saw stuff. The McFarlane DC figures they're awesome.
Oh, those 66, the Batman 66
the glow-in-the-dark one.
Those are
The
great.
glow-in-the-dark Joker was
Glow-in-the-dark
fantastic.
Joker, yep.
They had some really cool DC figures, really cool Marvel figures. We were not upset that we were there.
No, it was fun
It
to
only
see
cost
the stuff.
$5 to get in.
Yeah.
And we saw some really cool toys that we have never seen before. Unfortunately, we're both running out of room. Comics are easier for us to store.
Way easier.
Toys are really hard for us to display. I have boxes of stuff that I haven't even put out yet.
Yeah.
How about those Kiss dolls? You should have bought those.
Oh, those are cool. Those are huge, though.
Huge. They
are
were like
huge.
4 feet.
Yeah.
Where would I put
They
a
were
4 foot tall
enormous.
Gene Simmons doll? I'm afraid.
It's like having Gene Simmons sitting around your house.
Right. He would be one of the third co-hosts now. They all, right? And along with Kiss, they had ODB.
Oh, the ODB figure was great.
They had a small one and a big one.
Yeah, they had a deluxe one, yeah.
And like we said before, why do Pokemon cards scare me so much? There
Yeah,
was
what are they-
so many.
I don't know
I
what it
don't
is.
know. There were so many Pokemon cards. So stay tuned to the end to see if we found any comics.
Yeah.
Listen. There was a lot of toys. Look at the floor. Look at what the floor looked like at this store. Before we tell the rest of our story, here's the floor from Palcon 2. So to salvage this, we decided to head to Eastside Mags, not because we didn't like Palcon.
No, Palcon was great.
Palcon was great. If you are a toy collector,
Go
to Palcon.
Absolutely. You're going to find some great stuff.
Great stuff. Prices were, I guess, reasonable. I think part of the problem is Brian and I don't really collect a lot of toys anymore.
Not really. There's just not enough room.
There's just not enough room. So I don't really know the prices. I buy older toys only now, so I'm trying to finish my Justice League Unlimited line. I'll always buy Amigo if I find it at the right price. I'll always buy Secret Wars Superpowers. Anytime I see them, we'll buy them. Didn't see them there.
Right.
But they had Star Wars. They had, they had a lot of stuff.
And the loose Star Wars figures were like $10 each. That wasn't bad.
They had...
Oh, they had loose G.I. Joe as well.
Yeah. So they had a lot of stuff that, we could have picked up. We just don't have the room for it. So we headed over to Eastside Mags.
Hey, we are now leaving the toy show in Parsippany because it was a toy show. It was a toy show, obviously. But the kind of sort of overpriced, I thought, and not any comics to speak of, really. There was like maybe two.
We bought it. We'll see if I bought a couple.
Yeah, a couple. Maybe there were 2 comic vendors. But now we're going to go check out a store that we've never heard of before called Eastside Mags here in New Jersey. So
It's our first episode where we went to a convention and a store at the same time.
it's a groundbreaking episode.
Mark this one on your calendar.
Yeah, write it down, guys.
Comic Palooza continues.
So we will come back with a report from outside of Eastside Comic. I'm sorry, not Eastside Comics. Eastside Mags.
Probably gonna be closed. All right, it's the second part of our adventure. We're stopping at East Side Mags.
We are in beautiful Montclair, New Jersey now.
We could not find a parking spot.
Nope.
This is a very nice town. I've never been here before.
But they need more parking.
They need more parking. Hopefully East Side Mags made it worth it. But let's see inside. Yep. Nice.
And we actually know someone who lives here.
But not easy to park. That's open.
Yeah.
Push, go ahead.
Claire, which I've never been to Montclair, New Jersey. It's a beautiful place.
Beautiful place. Town is beautiful.
Yeah.
Parking was absolutely horrendous.
Parking was bad.
We couldn't. Yeah. We drove around for about 30 minutes. It took us about 30 minutes to get there from Palcon. It took us about 30 minutes to find a spot.
Find parking.
So we should have just went to Brooklyn.
But it was. But here's the thing. It's because of it's a town, a little city that's got a lot of great foot traffic, a lot of great places to walk to, and that's what East Side Mags is.
And that's exactly what East Side Mags is. East Side Mags is a nice local comic shop filled with toys and comics. Yeah. Let's take a look inside the store. They had comics everywhere. Dollar bins, regular bins. They also had these awesome comic drawers.
Oh, those drawers are great. Yeah, those are cool.
Awesome comic drawers.
It was almost like the like a big version of the card catalogs you used to see in libraries.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
They had some art up from local comic artists.
Yeah, those were nice too. Mm-hmm.
And they had a Dungeons & Dragons game going on.
They did. There was a role-playing game going on in the back of the store.
It was very loud.
And it was not just paper and pen. There was a digital screen up where they could follow the map, and it was really cool.
We haven't played any of those role-playing games. It's long, so we don't even know how these games work anymore.
But I really like the setup.
Me too. Cool. Really like the setup.
It's a nice store. I recommend it highly.
Highly recommend it. But it's not a store you go to go to the store. You go there with your family.
Yeah, and you go hang out.
And you go hang out. You go in the store. There's plenty of shops for your wife to shop. If she's not a comic book fan, if she's a comic book fan, bring her into East Side Mags. They have tons of stuff, toys, comics. It was great. The town is great to just walk around in. I think we're both going to end up going back there with our families for lunch and just to walk around. It's it's a nice family day to go there.
Definitely.
And we got lucky. The weather was nice. So listen, we didn't really end up where we thought we were going to end up. But it was an adventure. It was an adventure. It was the first collectors' conventions in adventure.
Yeah.
First adventure.
Freewheeling adventure.
As we continue our Comic-Con Palooza, week 2. So let's see what we picked up, if we even picked up anything from Palcon, and East Side Mags. So right away from Palcon, Brian bought me these.
Yeah, I saw those and I thought I'd never seen
God, Batman.
I haven't seen them in the basement. I didn't know where they were from, so I figured Chad would enjoy mixing them in with all the other DC stuff that's down here.
These were Burger King giveaways from about a year ago. They had these DC Happy Meals, and they had a bunch of different these. They come in 3 different colors. They come in purple, green, and red, if I remember correctly. I have a bunch of them somewhere. I don't even remember where I put them. My oldest daughter would go with her fiance, and they would get one, and they'd bring me back a whole bunch of these. So I have a bunch of these laying around somewhere. I didn't have Grodd, but
they look like the Brave and the Bold versions of the characters.
They do.
You know, the show, the TV show.
They do, 100%. And they look like those rubber figures from when we were kids.
Yeah, but they're like really hard.
Yeah,
they're hard
plastic.
Like hard plastic.
Yeah. Brian did buy toys at Palcon, so there you go.
Not
so
for
this
myself,
is part of the haul.
Yeah.
Did you buy anything at Palcon?
I did not.
Okay, so I
did not buy anything at Palcon.
I found a vendor the same vendor I visited at Woodbridge, really nice guy, had a bunch of dollar bins and had a bunch of, other bins. So I did pick up some comics. The Secret Society of Supervillains, number 12.
Nice.
That's a series that I collect. Never see these. This is in a dollar bin. It's great. Back cover is even better. Look at those old superhero watches.
Best, yeah.
Manhunter 7, another one of those late 80s comics that kind of connect to the Justice League Europe and America lines. This is issue 7, right? I bought this because I love the homage covers to Spider-Man 300. This is a Dynamite NYX number 2. I just bought it because it was in a dollar bin, so why not? How can you go wrong? Savage Dragon number 1. This is key number 1. First appearance of the Savage Dragon. This was in the dollar bin, and even when I pulled it out, the guy said, "Oh wow, look at that Savage Dragon in the dollar bin."
Nice.
You know what? This is worth more than $1. And so I bought the second one, Savage Dragon number 1. This is key number 2. This is the first appearance of Barbaric and Ricochet. Look at that. Did you realize that there was 2 Savage Dragon number 1s?
Oh, I'm sure there are tons of variants.
No, Savage Dragon is one of the longest running comics in comics today.
Yeah.
These aren't variants. These are two different comics.
Oh, so it's a different series?
Different series.
Oh, I had no idea.
Two completely different series.
Oh, okay. Wow. Nice.
Also picked up Sleepwalker number 2.
Have you been buying Sleepwalker?
I have some, but not but it was in a dollar bin. And this is key number 3. This is the first full appearance of 8-Ball.
8-Ball. Nice.
Brian's favorite villain because he likes an 8-Ball.
Sure. Last whole weekend.
And finally,
I shouldn't have said that.
I'm at a convention. And what do I always look for? If you've been watching our show, you know what I look for. Fantastic Four. Here's Fantastic Four 53. Didn't realize at the time what a big key this is. This is the first appearance of Claw.
Wow, really?
And the first appearance of T'Chaka.
T'Chaka. Oh, nice.
The Black Panther's father. And the second appearance of Black Panther. And the first mention of Vibranium.
Wow.
This is a great score for me.
Big deal. That's a big deal. Nice.
For $40.
Cool. Very cool.
And I got a deal on it because I bought other stuff. Palcon was worth it alone just because I picked this up. You saw at the beginning, it was a lot of toys. There was 2 comic book vendors. One guy who we've seen before had great stuff. Another guy was a little bit overpriced, so I went through a couple of dollar bins and picked up some stuff. So it definitely was worth it. If you're a toy guy, go. So we went over to Eastside Mags afterwards. Did you buy anything at Eastside Mags?
I indeed did buy.
You did.
And here's what I got at Eastside Mags. They had a used graphic novel.
Never seen that before.
A whole bunch of drawers with used.
I've never seen that before.
Used trade paperbacks. So saw this, had to get it. This is the Jack Kirby 100th birthday celebration. It's a bunch of different artists and writers who teamed up, took on stories that feature Jack Kirby's signature characters: the Black Racer, Darkseid, Etrigan, Manhunter,
Mr. Miracle?
Mr. Miracle, yes. There's a bunch of stories in here about all different Kirby characters in order to celebrate his 100th birthday, which would have been in 2017.
Wow.
It's great because it celebrates all the things that are just absolutely great about Jack Kirby.
Brian's going to be doing a whole thing on Jack Kirby.
Oh, yeah.
That brought back his love.
This definitely caused a rabbit hole where I went back and started reading a bunch of old Kirby stuff and really just fell completely head over heels. Reignited my love of Jack Kirby and his unbelievable imagination. The other thing I got was, this was not a used one. This was a brand new one. This is called Cluster. And it's a science fiction series by Ed Brisson, and the artist is Damian Cuchero. And it has a very Mad Max feel to it. If anybody out there knows the series 7 to Eternity, it's a little bit similar to that. Really, really fun stuff. Let me go. You know what? I'm going to skip over to the used graphics, and then I'll go to the. I did buy some monthlies. Bought some floppies.
Look at you.
I know. Earth 2 from the New 52 is a series I love. You've
read that already? Or no.
Yes, I have.
Okay.
I have the first 5 issues, which I think comprised this collection as monthlies, and then I have the rest of the series I have as trade paperbacks. Right. So I wanted to get the first trade paperback to fill in the hole.
And that was used?
Yeah, this is used. So this is like a $30 book. I got this for like $15.
That's good.
Yeah.
I like the idea of used.
All the used were half price.
I like that idea.
Yeah. Here's another used one. Series that I hear a lot about, and I'm finally going to get around to reading it. Monstress by who does this again? Marjorie Liu and Sana Takeda. It's sort of combination of manga and American styles.
Who puts it out?
Telling the story. Image. It's an Image book. Yeah. So I'm finally going to get around to reading that story. I've heard really wonderful things about it.
It looks great.
Yeah. The artwork is really, really beautiful. So yeah. Let me get to that. Now, let's talk about the floppies I got. Now, a friend of mine has been telling me about this graphic novel called 8 Billion Genies. And I didn't realize that 8 Billion Genies was written by Charles Soule and illustrated by Ryan Brown, two people I really like. And I saw on their racks for the new comics, the new series by these two called Lucky Devils. So I got Lucky Devils 1 and I got Lucky Devils 2.
Cool.
See what that's like. Both published by Image. I really like the Image dark fantasy horror stuff. So, and here is actually
this takes the cake today.
A big take of the cake moment for me. I got from Dynamite Comics #1 issue of Gwar Orgasmageddon.
And it's an East Side Mags exclusive.
This is an East Side Mags exclusive variant cover.
I think now you have to search for every single.
I should try to get every single Gwar #1 from Dynamite.
Yes.
I have Gwar comics that I bought way back in the mid 1990s when I saw them live. I bought it from their merch.
Can you explain to the kids what Gwar is? Because you're talking about Gwar like everyone knows what Gwar is.
Okay, Gwar is a heavy metal band who dress up like monsters from outer space. Okay, the idea is that Gwar crashed here during the age of the dinosaurs. They ate all the dinosaurs, which is why there are no more dinosaurs. And they had sex with monkeys, which gave birth to the human race. And then they got frozen in the Ice Age. And then they were revived in the mid-'80s by a sleazy drug-dealing rock manager named Sleazy P. Martini.
This is Brian's favorite band.
Who then put them they're not my favorite band. Who then put them together as a heavy metal band. And their goal is to kill as many human beings as possible to gain the power to go back to space, to escape Earth.
So they kill people at that concert, is that what you're saying?
Yeah, but they're dummies.
You didn't read that yet?
I have read it. It's completely ridiculous.
Okay.
It's really fun. They get thrown through time. Okay. There's a whole crazy thing. Now we get to a point in this video that's about you guys. Okay?
We love you, our subscribers, our viewers. Even if you're not a subscriber, you're just watching us.
One of the cool things Eastside Mag sells are mystery packs. Okay? So I got a Dark Horse mystery pack here. Okay? No clue what's in here. Rated M. No clue. Okay? I don't know what's in here.
So for adults only.
I was going to open it on video, and then I thought, you know what? Let's thank our subscribers and give this away. So you will get this mystery pack. We will be doing this giveaway.
Not in this video.
Not this video. At the end of our Mego Mad Monster video,
keep
coming
an eye out
soon.
For it. How can you make sure that you watch that?
Well, you could subscribe.
Subscribe.
So if you comment on the Mego Mad Monster video coming up, you will have a chance to win.
It will be free.
Dark Horse mystery pack,
completely
totally free for you. So you also have the chance to get this Black Mask mystery pack. No clue what's in it. I was going to open it.
What is Black Mask?
Black Mask is a comic company.
Oh, okay.
They have a bunch of I think they're the ones who put out the new Flash Gordon series. I might be wrong.
So keep an eye out for our Mego Monsters video. It's coming out soon. That will be the giveaway. It will be out in a couple of weeks, so you have to subscribe so you don't miss it.
And you will get surprises in the mail.
That's a good deal. We have no idea what the value of those in there is.
No clue.
So that was Brian's haul from Eastside Mags. I also have a haul. I still have the bag. I like the East Side Mag bag. There you go. I did buy a couple of things. Some stuff off the shelf. Some stuff. I bought some new stuff too. Marvel Knights.
Fantastic
Four number 13.
Nice.
Sue Richards cover.
This is really cool.
Interviewed the author of this, Thomas Nagorski. This is the ash can. It's the first release, like issue 0. The other issues have been delayed because of the issues with Diamond. So I saw this, and this is limited to 1 per store. So the store only got 1 copy of this. So if anything's going to go up in value, it's going to be this one. I just bought it because Tom was such a great guy, and I want to support Herculoid. So there you go, my Herculoids. If you look, it's a little bit smaller than a regular comic book. It's an ash can. Also grabbed some stuff right off the new shelves. I needed some variant covers from my Justice League Unlimited. Just as Justice League Unlimited number 2. This is one of the variant covers.
Nice one.
I missed this one. I don't know why. This is Justice League number 3. I missed all of these. Captain Atom is going crazy in the comics. I'm a little confused.
Oh, that connects to the Jenny Sparks series, kind of.
No, it doesn't.
No?
It's completely different. So that's why I don't understand. Maybe someone at DC can explain to me how Jenny Sparks has Captain Atom going crazy, and the Justice League now does. Here's another variant of issue number 3. Here's a mistake I made.
You got another one.
I got another one. This will be part of that giveaway that Brian's doing.
Oh,
so we'll throw this in there too.
There we go.
So keep an eye out for that monster Mego one. Throw it on that pile there. This is the coolest of the covers I bought.
Oh, that's the new Batman redesign.
That's the new Batman redesign on the Justice League Unlimited number 3. I think this would be considered his first, not appearance, but his first cover.
Probably first cover of the new design,
so, there you go. Here's another one. That's all the Justice League Unlimited number 3 variant covers.
Very nice.
Unfortunately, I missed them. Now, huh? I missed them at my local shop. I don't know how, but
you got them all now.
Also bought something for Cassidy. She loves Jim Henson.
Who doesn't?
Jim Henson Presents number 1. There's some Fraggle Rock on there. And then Jim Henson Presents number 2. So now I'm going to have to buy every issue of this. This is being put out by Arcania. Oh, by Boom Studios.
Boom Studios.
We love Boom Studios.
Nice.
So that's it. That's my haul from a combination of both Palcon and the Great East Side Mags. We had a great time at both places.
It was fun.
This was an adventure. We normally hit one place and then head home. This time we hit 2 places. Maybe in a couple weeks we'll hit 3 places.
Yeah, I would suggest that if you're somewhere and you're like, I got some time, do that like comic store near me and go just check out a new place. It's fun.
It's fun. Go to a convention and then head over to the comic store. We actually have an episode coming up where we compare convention or shop, which is better.
Very nice.
Which is better for collectors.
Very cool.
I don't know if I could choose. So there you go. That's our haul. That's our second episode of the Comic-Con Palooza.
Yep.
And we threw a comic shop visit in there. Mark this one on your calendar. This is a monumental event in Collectors Confessions history.
And if you don't want to miss any more monumental events here on Collectors Confessions, make sure you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on the video if you like what we do. Give us a thumbs up even if you don't like what we do.
And share it with a friend who you know is a collector.
Yeah, share it with a friend.
Help us grow this community.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we will see you in the future.
Love what you collect.
Collect what you love.
We'll see you next time.